Good afternoon, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching. We've had some verdicts in the Manchester airport attack where some, say, people from the ethnic minority community in the area assaulted, I can actually say that now because one of them has been found guilty, assaulted emergency workers and members of the police force. And I can go into the details now because one of them has been found guilty. The issue that I'm going to bring up is this isn't necessarily a win, and I'm going to go into the details on that later in the video. First of all, let's read through what's happened. Mohammed Fahir Amaz left has been remanded into custody after multiple guilty verdicts. Mohammed Ahmad has been released on bail, while both await a retrial for assaulting a police officer, occasioning actual bodily harm. There's some of the detail. Alright, why are they all called Mohammed? It really irritates me that all called Mohammed. Is that the only name they've got? It's quite funny. It robs you of any individuality if you're all called Mohammed. Anyway, let's go through the charges and the verdicts. Count 1. Mohammed Fahir Amez, charged with the assault and beating of Akuda Karim Hamzah Abbas Hazmali, and there was a guilty verdict there. Then we go on to the second one. Mohammed Fahir Amaz and Mohammed Ahmadzad are charged with assaulting PC Zachary Marsden, occasioning actual bodily harm. No verdict reached even, and in both cases, and that's the one awaiting retrial. Then we go on to the third one. Mohammed Fahir Hamaz, charged with assaulting PC Lydia Ward, occasioning actual bodily harm, guilty verdict. Number 4, same guy, Mohammed Fahir Amazar, charged with assaulting an emergency worker, PC Ali Cook, and beating her, found guilty. The CPS will need time to consider a retrial that the courts hold. And then we go on to this one here. This is the image that they try to withhold. This is the image that they try to delete from the record. This is the image that they actually try to criminally investigate the person that released that image and the actual footage of what led up to the PC or the police officer stomping on the head of one of the suspects. A lot of people at the time said that the police officer was engaging in police brutality. When we've seen the videos that were released afterwards, I would say they showed remarkable restraint, in my view. Remarkable restraint. Never forget the narrative they tried to sell you. They tried to sell you this was police overreach, police brutality, and these two cretins were not even remanded in custody. They were released, and they were only charged later down the line, and they were released due to the potential for civil unrest from people from their community. And this is what bothers me, and this is what I want to touch on here. Do you think the guy that's been found guilty, do you think he's going to get a substantive prison sentence? Do you think he's going to get a custodial sentence at all? Being found guilty doesn't equate to case closed, doesn't equate to he's being sent down, doesn't equate to justice being served, in my view. Let's see what happens in the next few days with the sentencing on this particular individual. Will the judge be of liberal persuasion? Will the judge think, oh well, community service is the way to go? We don't want to cause community tensions, i.e., if we don't release one of their number back into the community, they're going to riot. Just think about everything before we celebrate. The maximum penalties, I'm going to go into this now with the crimes that this person's been convicted of. Let's just bring this up now. Convicted of three separate offences in the courts against 3 different people. 1 count of assault, maximum 6 months, of actual bodily harm, maximum 5 years, and 1 of assaulting an emergency worker, maximum of 2 years. Even if served concurrently, the sentence would be around 5 years. If the judge in this case, Fluid, imposes the sentences consecutively, he might be given as he might given the involved different victims, the maximum would be 7 years and 6 months. The judiciary set an example with Lucy Connolly for a non-violent crime. Let's see if they set an example for this violent crime with an ethnic minority. Here's the thing, the whole country, the whole world is watching. If this person that's been convicted of serious assaults, I would say capital assault because they're against emergency respondents and police officers, if they get anything less than what Lucy Connolly got for her 2 words on the internet, we've got serious problems. People are celebrating that this is a win. It's far from it. In a few years, if the demographic change continues the way that it currently is, will we even get guilty verdicts? At the moment, the only reason that this even went to trial was because of the second leaked video that they tried to suppress, which is what I made the point of in my Tommy video last night. When they suppress information, when they don't release information, they do that to create a narrative. Like in this particular case, the police were being reported all over the liberal media as being in the wrong because of the withheld information that they didn't want us to see. It's the same with the Tommy video I put out yesterday. They're trying to paint one particular individual as the bad egg, the wrong un. What are they withholding? This is the thing you always need to consider. Consider all the angles, question everything, and then come to your decision. On this particular case, this may be a slight or a small victory in the scheme of things. I'm far from convinced they're going to get anything substantive in terms of jail time. Now, if you think I'm onto something and you think that this liberal judge is going to let this guy walk or he's going to get a very minimal sentence, you let me know. As I say, he could walk a non-custodial sentence, and that's my bet. If you like this video, give me a like and subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.